The future boom for speech pathologists. Talking later today is a speech pathologist, and I asked her, I said, how's it been? And it's absolutely evil. Absolutely. I'm putting words in her mouth. Let's just put it this way, though. She's just like, she's at a wit's end. The masks, the video conferencing, the people, the kids she's trying to help. It's such a freaking sacrifice. We never in the history of mankind have we sacrificed the young and the healthy to protect the old who have a choice in this matter in terms of if they want to get vaxxed, they can. If they want to lose weight, they can. If they can't. And never in the history of mankind. It freaking breaks my heart, man. It breaks my heart. So we have, thankfully, both my boys had speech impediments, dyslexia, dysgraphia. Those are not speech impediments, but they can lead to speech impediments, and they both had them pretty significantly. School resource won't be able to do anything. I mean, they do their best. They do their best. Thankfully, we have enough resources to pay for our own private tutor for speech pathology. She came over for about a year, once a week, twice a week, once a week, something like that. And she went over the games, showed the physical nature of your face, doing the various activities, the writing, the games, all that stuff that goes with it. And my kids are good. But I'll tell you right now, man, first and second grade, when one of my children had a hard time enunciating and pronouncing words, he felt, let's just put it this way, he felt embarrassed. There's no other way around that. And when you get embarrassed at such a young age and you think people are looking at you and, kind of smirking behind your back and stuff, even if they're not, but you think that's a tough duty to overcome. A tough place for a young child to overcome that kind of level of everyone's looking at me, or everyone thinks I'm dumb, or everyone's laughing and stuff. And that has affected him. Now, he's fine speech-wise, but that mental block of that, it'll probably go with him for a long, long time, if you know what I'm saying. As it did with me being poor. You know what I'm saying? Wearing the same clothes to school, and one pair of school pants, corduroys, maybe one or two. But what happened is those are the only pants you'd wear all throughout school, for the whole year. So if you got rip in them, if you got grass stains on them, people could see that you're wearing the same pants that you just wore the day before. You see what I'm saying? And that can be very traumatic for a young child. Sounds weird now because now I'm wearing literally the same sweatpants I've had on probably since 1944. But I mean, as a young child, you got grass stains on your knees, a rip in your pants because you could not wait to go home to play football outside with the boys. You get them stained. Grass stains don't come out of tan corduroys. And as such, people say, you wore those pants yesterday. Believe it or not, that has had an impact on me. For sure. And I don't know, you probably have something along those lines. It doesn't have to be poor, just where you felt different. And for young kids, they don't want to feel different, man. They don't want to stick out. So now you got speech pathologists trying to help people who have a significant need in their most formative years are with language. And you cover your effing face. Yes, I try not to cuss. I had one guy get mad at me because I said frickin'. I said, I don't even, dude, get the hell out of here. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't drop F-bombs very much. I don't say the S word very often. I probably say friggin' more than I should, but I'm sorry, man. When I'm pissed off, I get pissed off. Well, this pisses me off. The sacrifice of children so spoiled flippin' brats can feel safe. It freaking pisses me off, man. Oh, but Josh, don't you know? If the kid doesn't have his mask on, grandma could die. Well, I hate to say it, that's a sacrifice. Well, there's no evidence of, first and foremost. Secondly, how about the other side of that trade there, guy? Kid can't learn, just second and third grade. His speech, What do you think it's going to do to him? You think now in 4th grade, 2 more years of abuse by the system, he's going to be better able to freaking learn how to talk when he wasn't able to see people's facial expressions? This lady's telling me, like, trying to be a speech pathologist doing stupid virtual learning. She'd have to, she'd do like a wheel, like a roulette wheel kind of thing. And that's one of the games that the kids would play. But she would have to do it because it's all virtual. And you're just like, it's not the same. The kid's like, whatever, dude. Because how you get kids to learn is involvement. Which is when my speech pathologist taught my boys is active learning. It wasn't lecturing. Can you imagine active learning with a freaking mask? You evil mofos. You evil mofos. And you know too, it doesn't work. And here's Fauci saying, let's keep the kids masked. They're even keeping, where was it? Some flipping state. They're keeping the kids masked. But if you want to go to a bar, a strip club, a football game, all that, you can take your mask off. Inside, outside, doesn't matter. But schools, no. So I was reading, I can't remember what it was, but in some book I'm reading, and the guy was saying, and he was a lefty too, he said, look, the thing that scares me about the current, this is a long time ago, probably 80, 100, maybe 120 years ago, the current way of the regimented school based on the Prussian model was it just takes 2 generations for the children will do as the teaching, as the authorities say, without questioning. 2 generations. And he was coming from the left, like a socialist, because the Rockefellers controlled the school system. No, they didn't. Yeah, just look at it, man. Because who provided the education resources for schools? The Rockefeller Foundation. And it came to, that's what it was. No, it was on the medical industry. That's what it was. Because Rockefeller Foundation got involved in the big drugs. And what do you say, the 30s or 40s or something like that. And the guy from, I almost want to say it's Harvard Medical School, I think it was. That's what it was. He goes, 2 generations, these doctors won't know how to think because we'll tell them everything they need to know. And he said, that's not good. That's what it was. That's exactly. It's the Rockefeller Foundation said you have to learn these 12,000 drugs, only of which a couple work very well. The others don't work, actually detrimental. But he said in 2 generations, the doctors won't know which is which. And as such, the only thing they can rely on is people like Big Pharma to tell them what works and what doesn't, because there's no way a doctor can know all this. Big Pharma will tell you. Not there's a profit motive there. Same thing at schools, man. Schools take away the authority for parents as they're trying to do, make your kid a freaking robot, then make him so he can't think for himself. And you got your little freaking Hitler Youth, don't you? And then even worse is you make kids so depressed that the level of suicide depression is through the roof. That's great for control. It's horrible for individual thought. Almost by design. And it freaking pisses me off. They can all kiss my ass. See ya.